talking.
Right now at 10, a heated meeting in Trempealeau County. One committee member making sure his voice is heard.
And a pilot hospitalized. What we know about tonight's plane crash in Winona County.
Plus, safety concerns grow. What residents say about an expanding washout in Galesville and the city's response.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozorowski. We start with breaking news tonight. A pilot is at Mayo Clinic Hospital in Rochester after his small plane crashed near Lewiston this evening.
Winona County dispatchers received the 911 call just before 7, reporting the 62-year-old pilot experienced engine trouble and attempted an emergency landing. He was the only occupant. The FAA and NTSB are now assisting with the investigation. No word yet on the extent of the pilot's injuries. Trempealeau County officials getting into a heated debate over flock cameras.
Sheriff Erica Coxlian was giving an informational presentation when committee member Andy Parrish started voicing his concerns. Now, Parrish staunchly opposes flock cameras, saying outside agencies and organizations can use them to conduct illegal searches.
You know how many searched your cameras last month? 5,000 agencies.
Order, please, Chair.
I'm talking.
Excuse me.
Listen, this is people's liberties.
Parrish has since responded to the incident, saying in part, quote, "He interrupted me. I told him it was my turn and to blank off. These are people's liberties."
A News 8 Now follow-up. The La Crosse Common Council voted tonight to rezone Bridgeview Plaza on Rose Street, clearing the way for developers to tear down parts of the existing structure and convert it into housing units. Developers plan to break ground this fall. The council also approved a $1.5 million contract with La Crosse-based Fowler and Hammer to replace the shelter at Copeland Park, tearing down the existing structure that sits in a flood zone and building a new one on higher ground.
Winona County's 911 dispatch center is in crisis, being short on staff and struggling to keep up with calls. The county is now partnering with the Rice Steel Dispatch Center for the next 3 months to keep emergency lines fully covered.
I want to keep control here and dispatch here, but we need to do something on a temporary basis to make sure that we're fully staffed and there will be no interruptions to 911 or even non-emergency calls.
Ganrud says they're actively working to recruit and train new dispatchers. A link to apply is on our website. A growing washout in Galesville has some residents worried about their safety.
News 8 Now's Jadis McGee has more on those concerns.
The washout has grown closer to nearby homes, and residents who live in the area say they want it fixed before it grows any worse. The washout sits in a neighborhood in Galesville near multiple homes and a local business. Residents say what started as a minor concern has now become a major safety issue.
About four years ago or so that I noticed when we bought the house, it was about 25, 30 feet beyond not washed out. Now it's about 5, 6 feet from my property. I don't want to lose my front yard, and my wife isn't allowed to come out here. She's a disabled vet, so I don't want her nowhere near this here.
But for Inghusen, it's not just his property causing concern. He says people have already gotten too close, including business employees and children.
What I'm really the most worried about is not necessarily my yard. It's their employees falling in, and I had to chase out 2 kids out of here, and if they fall down in that hole, there's gonna be some serious hurt. Just please, let's get something done here, something. I just don't want nobody near this.
Now, we did reach out to the town of Galesville, and they said they are aware of the washout, and they are working to correct the issue. Reporting in the town of Galesville, Jadis McGee, News 8 Now.
Well, Country Boom kicked off tonight in the Bangor, West Salem area. The annual Country Music Festival moved to a new location just off Interstate 90, with shuttles running from Valley View Mall. Gates opened at 5 this evening, with headliner Hudson Westbrook taking the stage just moments ago at 10.
All this anxiety and all this planning and moving everything and permitting, it's just good to kind of see people in the community come together and enjoy it, and all our hard work starting to pay off.
The festival also gives back more than $175,000 each year to local nonprofits and youth organizations. Country Boom runs through Saturday, and let's hope they have great weather for all 3 days.
I know, because they've been unlucky in the past with some of the rain, but all signs right now pointing to good conditions, Greg?
Yeah, the luck has turned. The Riverfest had all the precipitation, and looks like Country Boom is not going to have any of that problems going forward. In fact, some really nice, pleasant temperatures too, with humidities quite low all the way through Saturday. So that's the positive. Right now, we still got humidity still a little bit high, but it is coming down. We're still in the 70s. Pretty calm conditions out there right now. There is one lone shower in the area, just in northern Richland County. You can barely see that one right there. That's about it. There's more activity further to the east. But it gives you an indication the atmosphere takes a time to really clear out the moisture, especially when a system comes through in July, that you can get this activity days and days after a front comes through, and that's what we're seeing right now. Overall tonight, it's going to be fairly quiet, mid-60s to upper 50s. There is potential for some morning fog too out there. I think that's a chance for La Crosse near the river. Otherwise, we get up to about 80 degrees by noon. Lesser clouds going towards noon. Unfortunately, we'll see some buildup clouds in the afternoon. Eau Claire, less of that chance, and less of fewer clouds going into tomorrow. It's going to be less humid too, obviously just getting up to 80 degrees by noon. Now going forth, we have a very dry pattern ahead. We have a reprieve from all that humidity punishment we've had for quite a while, as we have some pleasant days ahead, but then yes, the heat, humidity are going to return quite quickly next week, so we'll break all that down a bit later.
All right. Thanks, Greg. French Island's new village government is now official after votes were canvassed this morning. Dan Kapanke is the new village president, defeating Bob Wolfert 615 to 281. Wolfert, Heather Harney, Mary Jo Werner, Lee Donahue, and Mike Stolpa all won trustee seats, along with write-in candidate Peter Davison.
Just thank you to everybody that supported me, everybody that came out and voted, and everybody that voted even not for me. I think that participation is really important. So we had a great turnout, and I hope that they continue to have that in future elections.
915 ballots were cast. That's a voter turnout of just over 32%.
Well, some good news for healthcare in the Chippewa Falls area. Aspirus will open a new clinic September 22nd. The 35,000 square foot facility will offer inpatient care, primary care, and emergency services, helping close healthcare gaps in the region.
If you needed to get an emergency room visit, it took you longer than it did before. You had to drive further to get to the emergency department. And so that was an essential service we wanted to provide.
The hospital will also provide x-ray and lab services and an on-site pharmacy.
A veteran is running and biking more than 200 miles across the state. Brady Thomas is raising money for veteran gym memberships through Project 200. Today, he started in La Crosse and will finish the 235-mile journey at the Wisconsin Maritime Museum. It'll take him 3 days.
I'm big about giving back. I've done that through athletics, and it kind of inspired me to take it one step further and use fitness as a foundation to be able to raise money and give back to the community.
We've got a link to his GoFundMe on our website.
Dr. Oz, now the head of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, made a stop in Eau Claire this morning. He toured Marshfield Clinic and Chippewa Valley Technical College alongside Congressman Derek Van Orden to discuss rural health care and workforce development.
The most expensive care we provide is bad health care, because you pay someone who's not qualified to do a poor job, then you pay someone who's qualified to fix that problem, and they're going to get paid pretty well. Then you have to deal with downstream complications.
The visit comes amid ongoing debate over the One Big Beautiful Bill's impact on rural hospitals.
The Who Pays bus tour made a stop in La Crosse this afternoon. The campaign is meant to show who pays for the tax cuts under the One Big Beautiful Bill. One local farmer says he lost his farm because a Biden-era bill did not get signed into law under the Trump administration.
Now it's extract every bit and take it to town, and maybe they can buy what we've got, maybe not. And it's a country that should be for the people, not for the billionaires.
The bus tour marks the one-year anniversary of the bill, making 17 stops in 13 states to highlight how the bill has impacted communities.
Still to come, Tyler Robinson's murder trial. What Charlie Kirk's alleged killer said to his roommate after the shooting.
Plus, Iran conflict escalates. How many Iranian military targets have been hit in 2 days?
Right now at Ashley's Summer Savings Event. Shop cooling mattresses starting at just $6.99. Plus, save $300 on select Ashley Sleep adjustable bases. And pay no interest for 5 full years with no money down. Only at Ashley.
Your comfort is our business. That's not just a catchy slogan at Schneider Heating.
We want to ensure that your entire experience with us and our Carrier products is completely comfortable. From the moment you call to set up an appointment to when our NATE certified and factory authorized technicians arrive on schedule and treat your home like our own.
It's the entire reason we say
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and Clearer Skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Right now at Ashley, discover summer steals for every room in your home, starting at just $399. Plus, pay no interest for 5 full years. That's this 7-piece power reclining sectional with shades, now only $67 a month. Only at Ashley's Summer Savings Event.
The U.S. and Iran are trading strikes for a second straight night, just 3 weeks after President Trump reached a ceasefire deal with Tehran.
CBS's Jesse Mitchell has more from New York.
As the U.S. and Iran continue to exchange strikes, U.S. Central Command posted this message on social media addressing control of the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. military says Iranian state media claims transit through the vital passage for oil tankers is only permitted along regime-approved routes. CENTCOM counters Iran does not control the Strait of Hormuz. And it says since early May, U.S. forces have helped facilitate the successful transit of more than 800 commercial vessels and 380 million barrels of crude oil through the critical international trade corridor.
For the United States, opening the strait meant you open the strait, ships can go through. But from Iran's perspective, it meant they controlled the strait.
The Lloyd's List maritime intelligence firm says traffic through the Strait of Hormuz has fallen sharply following the latest escalation in the conflict.
I think that the Iranians think they're in a position of tremendous advantage right now because they don't think President Trump has the will to sustain a campaign against them, especially with the midterms coming up, especially with his concerns about the economy and gas prices. But I think they're wrong about that.
The 2-day total of Iranian military targets hit surpassed 170, according to U.S. Central Command. Iranians have targeted U.S. facilities in Kuwait, Qatar, and Bahrain. U.S. officials say so far there has been no major damage. Jesse Mitchell, CBS News.
Prosecutors in the Tyler Robinson murder trial showed video today of investigators interviewing Robinson's roommate and romantic partner, Lance Twiggs. Twiggs, who received immunity for his statements, described Robinson's reaction after the shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
He started crying a little bit and said he wishes he hadn't done it, and then eventually said that he would talk to his parents or turn himself over.
Robinson is accused of fatally shooting Kirk at Utah Valley University last September. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty.
Former U.S. Olympian David Hearn has pleaded not guilty to charges of damaging the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool in D.C. Hearn was indicted July 2nd on one felony count of destruction of property for allegedly ripping out a piece of sealant at the bottom of the pool last month. Hearn says he only touched a detached piece to see how it felt.
This indictment reflects the administration's effort to scapegoat Davey and to shift blame for their own failures.
President Trump has blamed vandals for ongoing issues with his $16 million renovation of the reflecting pool, including a massive algae bloom. We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, definitely going to be a dry pattern through potentially all of next week, but that also comes with the return of heat and some humidity. We'll break it all down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Who says you have to wait until December for Christmas? During Wesco's Christmas in July sale, every purchase comes with a chance to pull Christmas savings from our tree. You'll find extra savings for up to 40% store-wide. Furniture, mattresses, dining, and appliances. Naughty or nice, you'll enjoy your biggest summer savings store-wide. But hurry in, Christmas in July only comes once a year. Ugly Christmas sweaters are optional. Wesco in Sparta. Stop in today.
Hello, I'm Danielle from the Board Store, and now is the perfect time to get started on your next home improvement project during our Freedom Days sale. Free yourself from the constant upkeep with windows that add comfort, new entry or patio doors, a new deck or sunroom to enjoy with your family. Exceptional products installed by our employees and priced better than most others. Meet us online, visit our showroom, or call today for your free estimate. The Board Store, improving homes, improving lives for over 36 years.
Big names, big experiences, one unforgettable weekend. August 6th through 8th. See Keith Urban, John Party, Ernest, Gene Simmons Band, and more. All in one place. Ashley for the Arts, the can't miss Summer Festival. 3 days of live music, art, food trucks, and family fun. Don't miss an unforgettable experience that gives back. Get your tickets today at ashleyforthearts.com.
Another day. Same pain, same meds, same struggling for symptom relief. Injections like Humira and Enbrel work similarly to treat moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis. But if your symptoms haven't improved enough, Rinvoq works differently. It's a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve RA and PSA joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. Even after 3 years, many people felt this relief. In PSA, Rinvoq can leave skin noticeably clearer.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Do something different. Ask your doctor if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Well, just an update, if you're going down to the upper Iowa River, experiencing some flooding, especially with the heavier rainfall they had last night and the previous nights, quite a bit more. So Decorah, they're fine with it going up there, but Dorchester, they're still going to be coming up to near flood stage or minor flood stage. It gets even worse as you go towards the Cedar River and points even further west too, with all the activity they had, 7, 8 even plus inches. So if you're going down that area, just something to keep an eye on once the rivers do start coming back down. Now, as we mentioned earlier, 6 o'clock broadcast, we brought up all the 90 degrees for the whole year. Now for the month of July, you can see basically on average, I didn't include 2026 because we haven't seen one yet. We will eventually see one next week. But that's your averages. You can look overall, fairly low numbers for the most part. Records, you got to go back to both records are actually in 2006. Quite a very warm July too. So you see the averages there. So we should get about 7 or 4 depending on it. And I think we will get at least 3 to 4 next week going on with what the temperatures are. And really it's because that ridge out to the southwest part of the U.S. is going to begin to build northward, which it typically does during July, pushing that jet stream well to the north. So you'll see that heat dome expand all the way up to, I think, North Dakota and Montana is really going to get the worst of it. It does try to get further to the east over maybe northern Minnesota, maybe the UP, but it starts to fade after that a little bit, breaks down as that jet begins to now turn a little bit to the southeast as we go later in the week, next week, which in turn allows us to get a system potentially to come through. At some point Friday, Saturday, or even next Sunday, we are going to have precipitation chances come back. Right now it's a little too early to say how high they'll be, but that is the pattern. And given this also means our temperatures will take a little bit of a drop going into next week, maybe back to seasonal. So that's the good news. And then basically it's going to redo this all the month of July and back to August too, typical pattern. This is the dew points going back from last week when we saw basically all those high dew points. You see very tropical air mass, 70 air mass, and then we kind of drop down basically towards July 3rd and 4th at the end here. Just take note of this. We are not going to see that next week. We're going to see more probably in the humid to kind of muggy area, more 60s, maybe a 70. So it's not that oppressive dew points that we saw. If you look at the forecast, you'll see it's going to be fairly comfortable all the way to about Sunday. It'll start coming up more mid to upper 60s for dew points Sunday, and then the 70s potentially for some areas Monday and Tuesday before maybe a weak cold front kind of slides south, mainly a dry cold front. But at least maybe bring those dew points back down into the mid 60s going Thursday and Friday. So basically what that means for heat indices, you're likely not going to see 100 next week like we saw before. In the meantime, tomorrow morning with the moisture still around, we could see some fog, Low cloud cover too. I got the visibilities right there. Note that the cloud cover struggles to go away in the afternoon, and even you see a little bit of a shower pop up here and there. As I mentioned earlier, this atmosphere struggles to get rid of this mid-layer moisture when systems pass in July. Typically, it can take a couple days because we just don't have stronger winds aloft like we do in the fall. So you might see that, a shower or two. Even up towards Rusk County, you could see a shower. Something to keep in mind, but otherwise, most areas will remain dry and fairly cool still. Low 80s, the humidity level will come back down, so that's the good news going into Friday. And even Saturday, temperatures seasonable, more sunshine, we'll have less moisture, less clouds, and dew points still low. So it's still going to be comfortable Saturday. That turns for Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday, I think, are the hottest days of the week. And then temperatures, although they'll be 89, 90, the humidity levels will be a tad less going Thursday and Friday, so it won't be as bad. And precipitation chances, if you're north of Eau Claire, maybe Thursday and Friday we start seeing that get close to the area. Further south you go, maybe more Friday, Saturday, and the weekend too. So any way you put it, it's going to be a dry stretch.
Sure looks that way. All right, Greg, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, the Twins with their sights set on a sweep at home against the Guardians. Plus, Jon Horst speaking for the first time on the deal that has reshaped the franchise's landscape. Jacob is next.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage, man?
That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Are you tired of living with a wet, musty basement? Let the professionals at All Star Basements find the right waterproofing solutions for your needs. We do it all, from leaks, seepage, and flooding issues to foundation repair and radon mitigation and mud jacking. We service all of southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin. Our services come with a lifetime transferable warranty and our low price guarantee. So stop living with a damp, smelly basement. Call us today for a free estimate or find us online at allstarbasements.com.
We're celebrating 50 years of beautiful kitchens, bathrooms, and flooring at Interior Designs. For July only, enjoy anniversary savings like $5 off on every square yard of carpet when you purchase 35 square yards or more. Plus, save 50 cents per square foot on laminate, redwood, or pergola flooring. And don't forget to register to win a $100 Quick Trip gift card each week. Visit Interior Designs website for all the details or stop in. 50 years of style, service, and savings only at Interior Designs.
Find comfort in your world in a stressless recliner. Take a time out, have a seat, and enjoy a special offer from Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Save in an instant on stressless furniture at Drury's in Fountain. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless recliner, sofa, or sectional, designed with the world's most innovative comfort features. Don't wait. It's time for stressless. On sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, as the dust has finally settled on the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade, sending the greatest buck in history to South Beach, many are looking back at number 34's time in Milwaukee, including general manager Jon Horst. As the deal became official this week, the Bucks were finally able to publicly comment on the move and thank Giannis and Bobby Portis for their commitment and role in bringing Milwaukee a championship. Horst mentioned that it's not a move that is easy to make, but he sensed the window closing and decided that a fresh start would be best for all parties.
We are trying to start from a place where we can build, and we're starting from being competitive, being together, getting better, age appropriate, developing guys, and just really trying to identify a style of play and an identity that allows us to do that.
And the Bucks have set themselves up nicely for the future as they are currently projected to have 7 players under the age of 25 next season and over $80 million in expiring salary next summer. Brewers trying to take 4 of 5 from the Cardinals down in St. Louis. Milwaukee starting the scoring tonight as Sal Frelick drives in Christian Yelich on a single. Then Cooper Pratt with a shot back where it came from later in the frame as Andrew Vaughn is going to easily cross home plate. More small ball by the Crew in the third. Bryce Terang gets one through the infield for a base knock to increase the lead. And Milwaukee goes with the long ball for the first time tonight as Jake Bauers belts a 3-run blast to give the Brewers a 6-0 advantage. And some insurance coming off the bat of Bryce Terang as he leaves the yard in the 7th with a solo shot. Milwaukee wins the finale 8-4. Bailey Ober back from injury for the Twins as Minnesota goes for a sweep of Cleveland. Guardians able to tag him for a run in the 2nd. Gabriel Arias cranks one to deep left center field and gone with the visitors up by 1. Twins down 3 in the 7th, but Royce Lewis trying to spark a comeback. He sits on the sweeper, and that ball lands in the 2nd deck to cut into the deficit. But the Guardian bullpen would not allow any more damage, and Patrick Bailey puts an exclamation mark on this one in the 9th with the game's 4th solo blast. Cleveland salvages the final game of the series. Steam hoping to hand the Nightmares just their 3rd loss of the season. 2nd inning, runners on 2nd and 3rd for Madison, but check out Madeline Burling in left field. A run scores, but a web gem nonetheless. And then 2 batters later, it's Burling chasing down a deep shot to left, and she somehow makes this catch to retire the side. Next inning, the Wisconsin Badgers star Hillary Blomberg drops in a single to make it 3-0 Nightmares. Lacrosse down but not out. Josie Brudos going to shoot one down the right field line. It stays fair. That allows Avery Makarevich to motor on home. But in the end, it's Madison holding on for a 6-5 road victory. Let's go down the Mississippi to the Prairie du Chien Grasshoppers hosting Sparta post 100 in some Legion action. Bottom of the 1st, Grasshoppers catching fire. Cale Koenig with a line shot into left field. That makes it 2 on and nobody out for post 68. And with the bases loaded later, Bryce Lenzendorf with a ground ball deep in the hole. Everybody is safe and Prairie takes the early lead. Later in the frame, Carter Copsey hits a line shot into right field. That will score another run. Prairie was 6 across in the 1st inning. Sparta looking to answer. Bases loaded for Landon Bolin. Ground ball to short, but the defense cannot make the play. Post 100, we get 2 in the 3rd, but the Grasshoppers would continue to add to their total. Brady Lenzendorf with a steal of home, and the Grasshoppers take this one 13-4 the final. And here are the uniforms the Badgers will be sporting for the Shamrock Series against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish on September 6th at Lambeau Field. The jersey featuring silver stripes on the shoulder pads inspired by the iconic Lombardi Trophy. And Wisconsin will be wearing red helmets once again with the iconic Motion W, along with the slogan, "All for the W," on the back of the helmet. We all enjoy the jerseys, and Emily actually taught Ken and I something. We usually teach Emily something up here, but what did you teach us today about Notre Dame?
I took a wild guess.
Yep.
I was like, was the Hail Mary invented?
Act like you know what it is.
Was the Hail Mary invented at Notre Dame because it's a Catholic college? And
Looked it up.
And we looked it up, and it was in 1922.
Yeah, I believe 2 of the commentators, I would assume on the radio broadcast, just said it. And then apparently Roger Staubach in the 70s for the Cowboys referenced praying, saying a Hail Mary before actually throwing a Hail Mary touchdown pass. So through the ages,
pretty cool.
It's there.
Pretty cool. So you learn something new every day from sports fanatic Emily Brown.
That's right. Emily's keeping us on our toes, man.
That's what I'm here for, guys. All right, more news right after this.
Air conditioning stopped working? Tired of finding ways to stay cool? Don't sweat it. Give G&T Heating and Air Conditioning a call. They'll have you feeling cool as a cucumber without having to resort to, well, alternative methods.
Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
It's Hy-Vee's one-day sale, Friday, July 10th. Hy-Vee eggs, just 77 cents. Fresh ground chuck, just $4.99 a pound. Dole shredded lettuce, just 69 cents. Gatorade, $4.99 each when you buy 2. Hy-Vee macaroni and cheese, just 49 cents. Hy-Vee cereal, just $1.88. Save on Chunk Light Tuna and get Frito-Lay snacks for just $2.99. Friday, July 10th. Plus, get free delivery all summer, only at Hy-Vee.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO. It gives our staff such great pleasure to see our patients back to normal activity in as little as 3 months after the TPLO surgery. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
A semi ran us into the median. I had a lot of medical bills, and it was crazy amounts of money too. Without Pemberton, I would have been lost. They made me feel like I was important. I love that there was a lot of communication. I think that that was probably the most important part of everything that was going on for me, was just knowing that I was being taken care of and that they were assuring me that I was going to be all right and that they could get this taken care of for me, and they did. Everything they did helped make sure that I was going to be okay.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Not your typical rescue call, but Charlotte firefighters answered anyway.
Crews responded to a storm drain on a mission to free a trapped duckling and pulled it off. The bird is now back with its mother. This is so sweet, him reuniting with her. And the video is making the rounds, of course, on social media. And it is quite typical for our parts of Wisconsin, because we have these at least like once every 2 weeks.
It feels like La Crosse firefighters are always doing it, but we never see the reunification.
No.
That's the best part of the video right there.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes. So hopefully we don't have any more trapped ducks, but if we do, our next step is to find the mom.
Our first responders are going to be there too.
Yep, exactly. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Join the conversation. Like us on Facebook.
At Sealands Carpetland, we know how hard your family can be in your home. Relax. We're more than just a flooring store. We're your partners that can create a home. Last a lifetime. Our flooring from Sealands is perfect for muddy feet
and
waterborne fights. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Let us help you find the perfect flooring, because our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint.
I'm Phil saving you big time money on famous Dutch Farms cheese.
8-ounce Dutch Farm shreds, 6-ounce Dutch Farm slices, or 12-ounce American singles, 2 for $3 or $1.59 each.
Hi, caramba, hot prices on Dutch Farms.
Shreds, slices, or American singles, 2 for $3 or $1.59.
Save big money on cheese.
Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodman's.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi helps people feel significant symptom relief as early as 4 weeks and can help with remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Skyrizi is only 6 doses a year after 3 starter doses and is proven to help deliver relief, repair, and remission.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
For real deals and real people, you come to Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop upholstery from Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Try sofas, love seats, and recliners in power or manual. Need a lift? Affordably priced lift chairs. Decorate your dining room with a new table set. Make your sleep better with a new mattress or adjustable base. Dressers, chests, and nightstands to pick from. Laid on a new rug, multiple sizes available. We now offer 6 to 12-month financing. Summer-long sidewalk sales, family and veteran-owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
All right, we could see a little bit of patchy fog, low clouds for tomorrow morning. There will be enough moisture tomorrow. You might see a sprinkle, but most areas will remain dry. It will be less humid. And then, yes, the heat returns next week. But for the most part, the weekend, at least Saturday, shaping up to be pretty nice. We will get hot and humid next week. But once again, kind of reiterate, we're not going to be anything like we saw last June, the last week of June.
Yeah, so basically comfortable July.
Manageable.
Manageable.
That's
There we
what I
go.
meant.
All right, that does it for us at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.